I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I'm going to do a run through on the Foley Belsaw Retoother. Got it operational. It's oiled up. Seems to be working fine. This is an older style saw sharpener carrier. And it really should be the newer style, but I don't have one. I thought I did. But evidently, my thinking was in error. Now I suppose I should just let this thing set until I come up with all the proper stuff. That just doesn't sound like much fun. Okay, comes the acid test. First thing we do is we run this thing over by hand a few times. Once you start the power up, things have a tendency to get overpowered. Okay, if I don't take it loose from the clamps and I just pull it out, I should be fine. Okay, we ended up with some pretty ugly looking teeth there because I'm not going deep enough. That's okay. This is a junk saw. So that means I need to be further out. Now we're taking off just little chunks. Okay, I can see where there's a fatal error in my thought. It's doing a fine job of cutting teeth. Exactly backwards. Exactly backwards. Okay. So I come out here and go like that. At that same setting. With the saw sitting like this, well, we are cutting some massive teeth in that saw. Now, I'm going to have to say that this is due to my error, because as I'm wheeling this thing over, if I come back up to get another bite on it, I cause the ratchet to skip a tooth. So you end up with teeth that have too much space in between them. Also, like I said, they're massively big teeth. This is going 9 and 11. That's what the ratchet bar is set up to cut. And I've got it advancing 2. Down here, it was cutting 1, 2, 3, 4 points per inch. That was going 2 teeth on the ratchet for every revolution. Well, I'm reasonably certain that this is not going to go and blow itself up. And hit the button. The reason the pitch is changing is because I'm cutting where there were big gaps in the teeth. Remember, I made the teeth too large. Now I've cut some pretty ugly teeth here, but I have recut and cut this a couple of times. So I think to make this a fair test, because these are nice, well-formed teeth that are there. Some are too big, some are too small, but I think that is an indication of the problems with cutting the thing twice. Move this back out of the way, and we'll set this up again. Here we go. I got one tooth out here. It's got a bobble in it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points per inch. And this bar says 11 and 6. $11 points per inch is not too bad. And since this saw was not breasted to start with, this carrier is for a breasted saw. So this is now a breasted saw. And everything that I sharpen on that carrier bar will be breasted. Just no way around it because it's got the curve in it. Those are some nice looking teeth. I think I got some junk in my carrier though. A little dirt in the ratchet. Yep. That would cause it to advance slightly differently as it went along down the saw. If it got that dirt in there in the teeth, that will make it advance at a different rate. One tooth with the junk in it will advance a little bit further forward, and the tooth that it advances will be taller and the one behind it will be shorter. This is one saw plate that's been recut on the Foley Belsaw Retoother. I only have one saw blade carrier, so every blade that I run through the Retoother is going to be breasted. That's not necessarily bad, but I am going to have to get a set of straight ones and another set for the back saws. I have one that I thought was for back saws. I have this carrier that is supposed to work for thin blade saws, keyhole saws, things like that. But there's no holes in it to allow the ratchet bars. So I don't know exactly what this is for. It's probably for a different kind of Retoother. But I'm pleased to see that the Retoother was able to work at all. Nice sharp pointy teeth. 11 teeth per inch. I have a limited number of rack gears. This one says 9.5. This one is 10.5.5. This is another 11.6, so I have a pair of those. Okay, this is 8.4.5, 9.5, 10.5.5, and it looks to be 11.6. Now the one that's on the carrier bar is also 11.6. So I have two 10.5.5s and two 11.6s. So I can cut teeth anywhere from 4.5 to 11. Not quite the range I was looking for. I'm going to have to check the book, see what the book says about what size teeth I can cut. Maybe there's something I'm missing in the book. I think I've read it enough that I should realize that there's got to be another ratchet bar in there somewhere. There should be a total of 5. This means that I have 4, there's got to be 1 missing. Unfortunately, me thinking I had more bars than I did, unfortunately, me thinking that I had all these bars, they must be the right ones, and never got around to checking them, proved to be my downfall. But it's okay. I can cut teeth in almost any saw that I've got in the house, other than the fine back saws that I have, and a few dovetail saws. So we'll just have to see what happens. But the punches are working great. The Retoother is working great. The punch is cutting just fine. Nice sharp punches. Everything appears to be practically new. I don't think the thing has ever cut a tooth before. It's just been sitting someplace. So, it's up to me now to make it have a life of its own and maybe earn some money for me. I don't know how. We'll get into that as we go along. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.